are on the road yet again in the month of August, this time to Argentan, a track in the lower part of Normandy. About 3.5 hours from Chantilly, as everything is in the month of August. We've got 2 horses in the back, and we are hoping to make a little bit of money today. So I haven't been to this race course in a very long time, but I did remember that we're sort of in the kingdom of trotters here. The stalls are in these big barns, which are nice enough because it's cooler if it's hot out, but they're very noisy because there's just there's no soundproofing or anything like that. So if you have a horse that's a little bit fizzy, you probably want to walk it out here somewhere. The walking rings for the gallopers are sand. So if you've just showered your nice light gray filly with 4 white socks, you might want to stay out of the sand, which is what Valerie is doing over there with Ella. And now I'm going up to figure out how we start declare here. I don't remember if you have to go up to the grandstand and the scales, and all the important bits are all the way up there. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. This is a sort of a locker room for the trotting guys, closer to the horses, but our jockeys will be all the way up there in the grandstand. There's a little cafe over there for the personnel, which is nice. This is actually the parade ring coming up. The parade ring is in the middle between the stabling and the scales and the grandstands. Well, this is a lovely surprise because I was really worried we'd be on dry patches of irregular tracks. I was watching some videos of tracks yesterday out in the country, and they looked absolutely horrible. Horses running literally on the dust and patches of grass. But this, clearly they have done their job here. It's watered. There's just a tiny bit of cut in it. It looks good. That's the sausage-and-frites. This tight turn, the Argentan does have, you come screaming up this stretch and you have to take this turn. Back there is the stabling. But I have to say, this is nice to see. It's a little bit patchy just on the rail, right at the winning post there. So you don't want to be glued to the rail, it looks like. But, okay, so far it's a pleasant surprise. I'm running in the 3rd race and the last race. So we'll get to see, before we have to run, we'll get to see and get some impressions of some of the jockeys who are riding it. But if you look at the difference between what the grass looks like when it's not watered right now with the drought we're having, and then over to that track, looks like they've done a good job. We're right in front of the stands. The home stretch is about 350 meters long, and the winning post is, this is the trotting track behind us, the winning post is right here. So as you can see from the horse's perspective, you're riding the clappers to hit this winning post, and then you've got that turn right coming at you, so you're not stopped for the faint of heart. You can see here when we're actually closer right in on the rail here, though, is that you don't want to be right here on the rail. It's quite dry. It's a big difference between right where I'm standing, which is still part of the track, and on the rail. You can see all the way up the track, that one horse length right there is where you don't want to be stuck. You really want to be out at least to here to get decent ground. And I don't know if that's going to be possible or not. It's a big order, but we'll see what happens. We're up here at the stands, and like I said, you can see this track is really, okay, we have galloping here, but it's really built for trotters. The trotting track is on the inside of the turf track, and the grandstand is all glassed in. It's really made for winter. They run the trotters all winter here. And this is the entrance to the scales. As you can see, we are supporting Ukraine. We're gonna go in, start declare. Famous bell, every race course has one. And these are the scales. So we'll declare our horses over there. Locker room is back there. This is the actual scales. We're set to go for the first race here. It's about an hour and a half from post time to the first. So the usual drill, no buzzy. We take our passports here and start to clear the horse. C'est pour la vidéo. C'est le plus beau. C'est le plus beau. Smile! Say hello! And follow the tunnel around to the rest of the, okay, this is the steward's room. This is where you don't want to end up. This is the steward's room. So during the races, they'll be here. The stewards for tonight, they'll have different views of the racing that they can watch. If there's a problem, they'll call you in and they'll go back and they'll say, okay, what happened here? Or, the goal of any trainer and jockey is to stay out of the steward's room. And again, this is the steward's room in the country. At Longchamp, you'd see quite a different story. Leather easy chairs and a lot more screens. Look for the locker room somewhere. It is looking more promising. That's the girls' locker room, which we don't need today, but I just wanted to see if they give us, no, the course map, which they don't. Okay, here we got the guys. And like most country tracks, you just walk in and nobody's here yet. So yeah, big difference from what we're gonna see at Longchamp on Thursday. It's kind of catch as catch can, find your silks, find yourself a place, and get comfortable. As you can see, some guys are already here, maybe walking the course or eating a sausage. And yeah. So we are here today with two horses. It's Magic, who is the nicest horse in the world, but maybe not the fastest, and Hello Ella next door. So we are going to see It's Magic runs the last race of the day. Can I just give this a little cut on top? All pretty for the parade ring. You can hear behind me all the hoof prints, that hoof passes, what do you call that? Whatever. The sound of hooves going by. It's too, it's very noisy in the inside of the barn. There you go, Madge. There you go, Madge. Magic runs a handicap at 2,100 meters. We'll see if he's motivated today. He's been in the money the last 3 times out. But he's just, he's a lazy horse. We do our best with him, but he's just such a nice guy. Anyway, we hope he does well. And this is Hello Ella, 3-year-old filly by the great Gatsby, who is just a light gray filly with 4 white socks, so very hard to keep clean. She's been in the money her last 2 times out. Both of these horses will want a little bit more soft brown than they're going to get tonight, so we hope that they might come in the money. It would be tough for her to win, almost impossible I'd say, but I'd say she could come in the money with a little bit of luck and a little bit of ambition. She can run all day, huh? Ella? Huh? Little Ella? Super. Taking a break from the preparations here to go grab my caffeinated Perrier in the truck. Whenever we go racing on a day like this, because it's been up since 5, no, actually for me, truth in advertising, I've only been up since 7. Valerie's been up since 5. But I have to drive, so that's my excuse. I'm sticking with it. So we always bring our little cooler with our junk food, and discovered these caffeinated Perrier things. It's kind of an answer to Red Bull, because I hate Red Bull. It's too much. I mean, I like what it does, but hate all the shit that's in it. This is better. Not that I'm looking for a product and endorsement here, but it's a quarter of the calories of Red Bull and just as much caffeine. What's not to like? So the first race is in the round, about ready to go out, and there are way more people in the parade ring than there are here. I can tell you, there's nobody here. I mean, nobody. The parking lot is empty except for the people who are actually working. It's the end of August. The vacationers are back where they belong. It's Monday. Evening meeting in Argentan. And yeah, empty. Empty, empty, empty. We're lucky the damn sausage stand is open. And because we are in the country, No race course is complete without the sausage and frit stand. This one says they have actually won the original sausage and onion competition, Prix International. Have to try that later. Yeah, Falaise 2009. In France, we have food competitions all over the place, and if you win one, it's actually quite a big deal. And these guys have done that, so it should be good. Est-ce que vous avez déjà mangé les saucisses ici?
Oh ouais, ça fait depuis longtemps que je connais les gars.
Est-ce qu'ils sont bons? Est-ce qu'ils méritent d'être le tête de concours?
Non.
Non, c'est pareil que tout le reste?
Ouais. Non. Si elles ont été élues, c'est que... Non, elles sont vraiment bonnes.
Et au concours, est-ce qu'ils sont bons, les saucisses? Ouais, c'est pas mal. Ok, c'est bien.
It's Magic qui tente de progresser à son intérieur. Palombadge qui est lancé à son tour à l'extérieur. Cléostorm est en 4e position alors que Paint Island, le numéro 12, est lancé côté corde. Adorata, le numéro 11, qui résiste pour le moment à It's Magic qui vient de mieux en mieux devant Paint Island, le numéro 12 qui a trouvé sa cadence. Et puis Misria, la favorite, qui vient maintenant à l'extérieur. Paint Island face à Misria. Misria peut-être tout à la fin qui va s'imposer devant le 12 Paint Island. La 3e place pour le 5 It's Magic.
7-12-5. J'ai un doute derrière, je m'abstiens. La victoire, elle est pour le 7 Misria qui est venu gagner à l'arraché sur le fil pour l'entraînement de Bruno Audouin.
Beaucoup de ressources qui passent à l'attaque. À l'extérieur, il y a Dilazza, My Royal Passion, mais aussi et surtout le 7 Enwidence qui vient de passer le peloton en revue et qui vient de prendre le meilleur, les oreilles bien pointées.
And this is the carnage in the jockey room after the last race. Not quite as clean as when we started, especially not quite sure what happened in here. Actually, this is the girls kind of went a little nuts with the number plots here. Anyway, we are on our way home. We are just about ready to load up and head home. Ella didn't run well, but I was a little afraid she might not. She needs a break. I think it's just the race too many. She's run all over France the last couple of weeks, and she's just a little filly, so she'll get a little bit of a break now. And good old Magic pulled off a 3rd place finish in the last race. Thought he might win there for a second, but couldn't quite keep up that effort to the end. Still made a nice paycheck out of it, despite the fact that somebody right behind him pulled off a back shoe in the first turn. So considering that, he ran pretty well. Thanks for watching. Bye.